Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. This is Son of Liberty. So I have been running the Tier 1 concealed AGIS holster for my CZ P10 for roughly about, I'd say about 6 weeks. Now I've got to say that I had some initial hesitations in running this particular gun with this flashlight setup appendix. Now I know a lot of you guys probably run 19s with Surefire X300s on them. That has never historically ever worked well for me. It's just not comfortable. However, I have ran this particular light on a 19 appendix, and these guns in their dimensions are very close. However, they are not identical. You do get a slightly larger frame here, so that does create some issues with printing. Okay. However, I was willing to put this to the test with the Tier 1 concealed AGIS holster, and this thing just performed phenomenally. Now, not only did it perform phenomenally, look at this thing. I mean, that's sexy. That's the definition of sexy, right? So this is the first time I have ever actually ran like a fabric on the Kydex. So I really wanted to see how it was going to do, over carrying over time, heat, especially putting the gun in and out after it gets warmed up from doing a lot of shooting, and flawlessly. So anyway, before we take this to the table and take a closer look, let's take it to the range and see how it performs. Alright, so now that we've got this thing on the table, let's go ahead and verify that we have a clear and safe weapon, which we do. So, guys, there are no huge differences other than aesthetics between this model and the other one that I've been running for quite some time. But there is maybe a little bit more than meets the eye to this fabric, and I'll go over that in just a second. But this is the one that I've been running for quite some time. This one is for the Glock 19 with the APL compact. So anyway, I have had great success out of their holster systems. I'm absolutely in love with this particular design. Of course, it features the breakaway system, which is proprietary to Tier 1 concealed. They have their own independent specific angle of claw, if you will, that just works great. But one thing that I will say is that this carbon fiber material, even though is as pleasing to the eye as it is very slick. It has a very slick surface. So throughout the day, and especially with moisture, Tennessee is just terrible about humidity, especially this time of year. So, you get a lot of moisture buildup. So you can have some shifting inside the pants. That is just part of our world. Anytime we carry a holster inside the pants, we're going to get some minimal shifting, all right? So it's not very much, but it is something that I have to slightly adjust from time to time, all right? I did notice that this seemed to happen a lot less with this particular holster. I don't know if it's the way that it's designed. You can see there's a very large area that's flat that's going to make a lot of contact with the inside of my pants. However, this material is very abrasive, so it could aid in helping to keep this holster in place throughout the day. That is a possibility. So anyway, as always, things that I come to expect from Tier 1 Concealed is a very highly polished inner kydex. Their proprietary cut here or bend. I say proprietary, it's not really proprietary, but it's their style of claw, if you will. Always polished around all the edges that are important, right? All the edges that are ever going to make contact with your skin, they're all nicely polished all the way around. So the attention to detail is there. You know, again, you've got the breakaway system here so that I can carry these independently of one another. And again, if you've not seen one of these holsters before, this is the first time you've ever seen this, go check out the other review that I'd mentioned earlier. I go into a lot of detail of this particular system that I think that you'll find very informative. Anyway, guys, this one also features their newer style of clips, which has a lot more flexibility. But anyway, just a beautiful, beautiful holster. So anyway, let's change camera angles and let's take a look at a different view and look at the concealability of this particular setup. All right, guys, so I just wanted to share with you real quickly here. I am wearing an extra large t-shirt, right? Just a regular pair of relaxed fit blue jeans. There are no magic tricks here. It is just a great quality holster combined with a good quality belt, all right? Those two working in unison create the level of concealment that I want, okay? Now, everybody's going to be a little bit different. One of the reasons that I feel like that this particular design works so well for so many different people is the flexibility that this holster gives you. Now, one thing to keep in mind, you may gain weight here in your love handles or your stomach or vice versa. So let's say you've got more of a body mass, you've got more of a stomach, right? And you're still wanting to carry appendix. The reason that this one, in my opinion, is far superior than the predetermined, pre-angled units is because the angle is already there. So no matter if you're skinny, whether you're medium, whether you got a larger gut, it's the same cut for everybody, and that's not going to work for everybody because everybody's body type is different, okay? I feel like that the pre-angled single units create, for at least if you've got a stomach, it is going to create hot spots, okay, as I like to call them. You're going to get some areas where it may be uncomfortable. With a unit like this, you've got flexibility. So the holster itself is going to conform to you so that you don't have to conform to the holster. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. If you've got any questions about the product that maybe I didn't cover in the review, just leave those down below in the comments section. Hit that like button. And if you are not a follower, I would love to have you on board. It helps support my channel. And we're getting really close to 10,000 subscribers. So I'd like to do a giveaway when that happens. So anyway, stay tuned. I got a lot of cool stuff coming up on the channel. I got a really cool gun belt coming up, as well as some training with a former SF guy that a lot of you are probably familiar with and that you can do from the comfort of your own home. So guys, as always, take care, be safe.